What happened when you realized your family and friends only cared about you when you had money? I learned this when I got rushed to the hospital after a motorcycle crash and texted 47 people for support. Not one person showed up. I'd always been the guy everyone called when they needed something. My brother Alex needed help moving. I'd rent a truck and spend my weekend. My friend Jessica was going through a breakup. I'd drive 2 hours to bring ice cream. When my cousin lost his job, I helped with his resume and connected him with contacts. For years, I was the reliable one. The friend who'd drop everything to jumpstart your car. The family member who'd loan money without asking when it'd be paid back. When my mom needed rides to medical appointments, I took time off work. When my roommate got evicted, he crashed on my couch for 3 months rent-free. Then everything changed on a rainy Tuesday in October. A distracted driver ran a red light and T-boned me at 45 miles per hour. I woke up in trauma with a shattered collarbone, broken ribs, internal bleeding, and a concussion. The doctor said I was lucky to be alive. Lying in that hospital bed, scared and pumped full of painkillers, I reached out to my support system. I texted my family, college friends, co-workers, even acquaintances I'd helped over the years. Hey everyone, I was in a serious motorcycle accident. I'm in the ICU at St. Mary's Hospital, really scared and could use some company if anyone's free. I sent that message to 47 people. 47 people whose problems I'd solved, whose celebrations I'd attended. The responses came in fast. Oh no, hope you feel better soon, from my sister. Sending prayers, from college friend Mike. Get well soon, bro, from Alex. Heart emojis from Jessica. Generic well wishes from cousins and coworkers. But as hours passed, something became painfully clear. Not one person was actually coming. I spent 4 days in that hospital alone. 4 days of nurses being my only human contact. My mom texted she was swamped at work. Alex said he'd try to stop by, but things were crazy with the kids. Jessica said hospitals made her anxious. When I got discharged, I took an Uber home because nobody offered to pick me up. I spent 2 weeks recovering alone, ordering takeout and learning to shower with a sling. That's when it hit me. I'd been there for everyone's storms. They disappeared during mine. I made a decision that day. I was done being everyone's go-to guy. If people couldn't show up when I almost died, they didn't deserve my energy when their lives got inconvenient. I stopped responding to requests for help. When Alex needed babysitting, I was busy. When Jessica wanted to complain about work, I let it go to voicemail. When family needed favors, I had other commitments. Instead, I focused on myself. I started a dropshipping business selling outdoor gear. Nights and weekends that used to be spent helping others became research time and building my brand. The business exploded. Within 18 months, I was making more than my day job. By year 2, I quit corporate and went full-time. The freedom was incredible. I could work from anywhere. That's when I started traveling. Bali, Thailand, Costa Rica, Italy. I posted every adventure on Instagram. Sunset photos from Santorini, mountain hiking in Peru, beach dinners in Maldives. My feed became a highlight reel of the life I was building for myself. That's when they all came crawling back. It started with likes and comments. Alex commenting, "Living the dream, bro." Jessica sliding into my DMs with, "We need to catch up." My sister suddenly wanting to reconnect and asking about my business ventures. Then came direct requests. My cousin asked if I needed a business partner. My mom wondered if I'd invest in the family by helping with home renovations. Friends who'd ignored me for 2 years suddenly wanted dinner to hear about my travels. Alex straight up asked if I could help him start dropshipping. "You've always been generous with sharing knowledge," he said, as if he hadn't ignored me bleeding in a hospital bed. The beautiful part? I responded exactly the way they'd responded to me. Seen. No reply. Sometimes I'd match their energy. Hope everything works out when Alex asked for business help. Sending good vibes when Jessica wanted to meet up. Thinking of you when family hinted about needing money. Now I had something they wanted. Money, success, an exciting lifestyle. Now I was useful again, but I remembered exactly how useful I'd been broken and afraid in that hospital room. 3 years later, I'm still traveling and building my business. The people who matter are still in my life. The rest learned that loyalty is a two-way street, and I'm no longer driving in their direction.